the perfect step-by-step LinkedIn marketing plan for 2020. Hey there, friends! You've just seen LinkedIn in action, and all the things the platform can help you accomplish with your business. Now it is important that you have a clear vision of how you'll use LinkedIn to reach your business goals, or otherwise you won't accomplish much, at least not in the way you'd like, and your progress will be slow at best. Because of this, we're going to share our step-by-step LinkedIn marketing plan for 2020 with you. Here you'll find an outline of how to properly execute LinkedIn marketing this year and beyond, so you can grow your business faster and more easily. Step number 1. Define your marketing goals. The most important questions that you have to answer before you do anything on LinkedIn are: what is it that you want to achieve with LinkedIn marketing? What are your marketing goals? Whether you want to use LinkedIn to reach decision makers in your industry, to create awareness about your brand among potential B2B clients, or to add a professional segment to your mailing list, you have to start by defining your goal. By having your marketing goal clear from the start, it will be easier for you to know exactly how to market yourself and your business on LinkedIn, and what type of content you can share with your audience there. Step number 2. Create and optimize your profile. This step popped up as lesson number 1 in our training for a reason. It's a given that you have to create a profile when you join LinkedIn, but it is so important to optimize it right away. This is because LinkedIn users are actively growing their networks all the time, which means that by optimizing your profile the moment you join the platform, you won't miss the opportunity to be found by the right decision maker at the right moment. By optimizing your profile first thing, you can start doing other LinkedIn stuff, such as creating your company page, and not worry about not being relevant because you already built your presence. Your profile creates the first impression when a potential customer, B2B client, or prospective business partner visits. So, if you have an optimized profile from the start, these prospects will likely send you an invitation to connect the moment they see your profile. If not, they'll think you're just a placeholder account and will likely ignore your profile when they stumble upon it again. Step number 3. Create and optimize your company page. Same applies to company pages. It isn't enough to create a company page where you add the name of your company, a logo, and a location. If you do this, your company page will be nothing but a placeholder. You have to go the extra mile and optimize it with information that is relevant to decision makers in your industry, and to add a series of content pieces. For this, you can repurpose content from your blogs and video channels. Furthermore, you have to optimize your company page for search right from the beginning. This is important because you'll find plenty of competition on LinkedIn. So optimizing the content in your pages and your pages for reach according to your goals will give you a potent competitive edge. Optimizations you can apply in your company page include inserting search engine optimizations, such as keywords and search terms, within your company page details and in your content. Other optimizations that can help you improve rankings and organic outreach include building backlinks to your company page on external websites and blogs, and curating content from relevant proven sources so your followers share it with others inside the platform. Step number 4. Grow your audience. Once you set up your profile and company page, you are going to start growing your audience. This is an important step that will work as a gateway to accomplishing your final marketing goals. Because when you grow your audience on LinkedIn, you not only build a strong network, you also build social proof for your business. And this will be important down the line, because having an active network of company page followers increases trust in your brand, and you will be able to use this as social currency. What this means is that you can use your active network of contacts and followers as proof that your business is worth investing in. This is why growing your audience first is vital to achieving your goals. Step number 5. Create and publish original content. Successful LinkedIn marketers thrive on original content because that's what keeps people going back to their profiles and company pages. And you can reverse engineer this simple strategy by publishing your own original content on a regular basis. The best type of content that you can publish on LinkedIn is content that LinkedIn audiences find interesting. That is, content that helps them grow professionally, and that helps them learn more about their industries and areas of expertise. Step number 6. Sponsor your content and create ads. This is as true for LinkedIn as it is true for any other platform. Organic outreach can only take you so far until you stagnate. What this means is that organic reach and engagement have a peak where it gets increasingly difficult to keep growing. If you want to keep growing and reaching a larger audience, you'll have to start sponsoring your posts and creating ads. Just make sure that you do it after completing the steps outlined before. The idea is that you have a strong presence, a significant collection of content pieces, and a large following before you reach more people with promoted posts and ads. Step number 7. Analyze your performance. It is important that you keep an eye on how well you do on LinkedIn. The platform makes it easy for you to monitor your performance through different analytics tools. LinkedIn Company Page Analytics, Analytics for Publishing, and Campaign Manager Analytics for ads and promoted posts. These tools will help you see detailed performance metrics that you can benchmark against the performance of your competition, as well as against your own goals. This can help you see which are your strong areas and which areas you need to improve. Simple LinkedIn marketing hacks to grow your B2B audience. Hey there, friends! What we're about to tell you has been a recurring topic during this training, but we believe it is worth repeating, so everyone across the board has it clear, regardless of industry or target niche. The average LinkedIn user is different and engages differently. This is because the average LinkedIn user joins the platform not to find friends or to have entertaining conversations, but to consume highly educational content and to find the people that can help them grow their business. So, if you want business-minded people to engage with your brand on LinkedIn, it is important that you learn the right strategies. The following are the LinkedIn marketing hacks that you can leverage to grow your business-to-business audience. Comment on relevant content. Thought leadership, management style, and product leadership are the content styles that establish authority and drive engagement on LinkedIn. And important as it is to create original content that builds authority for your brand, it is also important to establish authority by contributing to existing conversations in your industry. And you can do this simply by commenting on relevant content. What you have to do is to leave comments on posts, videos, and publications made by users and brands in your niche. Now, because the idea is to establish authority, you have to contribute with thoughtful comments that contribute to existing conversations. You can do this by adding your point of view, by providing complimentary information, and by adding hot takes that expand the conversation and spark debates. By contributing this way, you'll expose your profile and brand page on the content feeds of other users. Thought leaders and decision makers won't hesitate to start following your brand and adding you to their networks. Produce rich media posts. Using visual media is a great way to help your content stand out in the feed. This is because visual posts or posts that include an image or video are more likely to interrupt the user experience by providing a visual cue to stop and check your post. Rich media posts can produce two different types of engagement, depending on the media that you use. Let's break this down quickly. If you want to get lots of comments, upload an image to your post. According to LinkedIn best practice figures, image posts generate 98% more comments than plain text posts. If you want to get lots of shares, then upload a video to your post. According to the same figures, video posts generate 75% more shares than plain text posts. The good news is that you don't have to upload your own videos, as you can simply link your YouTube videos on your posts, and they autoplay in the content feed. Add your custom LinkedIn URL to email signatures. Your company emails are already an amazing marketing channel, and you might as well leverage them to promote your LinkedIn profile to your B2B leads. Your company emails have an immense, sometimes untapped reach. In addition to leads that reach you through your contact forms, you can also reach leads by way of an email incentive, through checkout forms, and through your existing mailing lists. And you can drive traffic from those sources to your LinkedIn channels by slipping your custom LinkedIn URL as part of your email signature. If you haven't personalized your custom LinkedIn URL first, you'll have to visit your LinkedIn profile. Click on the Profile menu, and then to click on the Edit Public Profile and URL option to personalize and save your custom LinkedIn URL. Once you have your custom URL, you will simply have to attach it at the end of your email signatures as a text link. Host live events. There is a huge segment of B2B leads that love live events, such as conferences and webinars, and you can use LinkedIn to attract, engage, qualify, and convert these types of leads by promoting your live events on the platform. This doesn't have to be complicated, of course, and you can do it in a few simple steps. Schedule a live event on your platform of choice, for example, on YouTube, on Facebook Live, or on Vimeo. Record yourself announcing the live event. Make it brief and to the point. Be casual about it, and highlight the most relevant points you'll discuss in the event. Create a LinkedIn video ad to promote your live event. Upload your announcement to this ad. If possible, create a sign-up form using a tool such as Google Forms to capture attendees and their email addresses. Add a link to this form in your ad, and instruct attendees to sign up for the event through the form so you can send them reminders. Send daily reminders 3 days in advance of the live event. Encourage staff networking. If you have employees or staff, it is a good idea to encourage staff networking. This is to encourage your staff to create their own LinkedIn profiles, to join your network, and to follow your company pages. Then, encourage them to become your brand ambassadors by getting them to share your company page content, and to provide their own thoughtful content about your brand or products. Tips for creating awesome LinkedIn native content in 2020. Hey there everyone! One of the things that makes LinkedIn stand out and more challenging to tackle is that it drives the best results, not when you share a witty comment or GIF, but when you distribute content that is thought-provoking and insightful. This also doesn't happen overnight. On average, decision makers on LinkedIn, the people in charge of deciding whether to buy your product or service, need to consume up to 10 content pieces before they make a decision. This is because business leads on LinkedIn are not your typical social media lead. They don't make impulse purchases. On the contrary, they make informed purchases based on how much they trust a service provider or product seller. To build trust, you have to learn how to produce native content that makes business leads think of you as a top provider and their best choice. Here are some tips you can apply to create awesome, engaging native content for LinkedIn in 2020. Start by making sure your content is set up for maximum distribution. Before you produce any content, it is important that you make sure that your content is set for maximum exposure and distribution. For this, you simply have to visit the Privacy and Settings section of your profile, and to make sure that your profile is public and visible to everyone. Lastly, you have to make sure that the Posts and Articles option is checked. These settings help you increase distribution inside and outside of the LinkedIn platform. This means that your content is searchable and visible to LinkedIn users on LinkedIn, as well as searchable and visible to people without a LinkedIn account, such as people searching niche information on Google. Analyze interactions and comments. You can find plenty of inspiration for your articles simply by reading the comments people leave on posts in your feed. Simply navigate your feed to find relevant posts and see what people are commenting. Analyze their reactions. Take note of the questions they make, and take note of the needs, wants, and pain points they express. You can use all this information to write your next few articles. By writing about things that people want to answer and about things that people are interested in, you are more likely to drive lots of engagement. Focus on headlines and cover images. Native articles receive views only when people click through to enter the article page, and each article view counts when it comes to increasing organic distribution of your content. This is why it is really important to craft headlines that convince users to click through and read. Ways to make impactful headlines include adding a numbered title, adding industry keywords, using pressing questions as headlines, and teasing the content inside. Also important is to use powerful cover images that interrupt and force the user to stop scrolling and pay attention to the publication. Images with people performing an action get the most attention. Write about industry-sensitive topics. If you want your content to resonate, you have to write about sensitive topics, such as the current state and future of your industry. Some of the most sensitive topics that you can cover on LinkedIn include the problems that your niche or industry is facing right now, how your niche or industry is going to look in 5, 10, or 15 years down the road. What are the challenges that leaders in your industry are more likely to face in the short term and in the long term? What current real-world events and circumstances are more likely to affect the company's bottom line, and how? Give career-related insights and advice. A good segment of the LinkedIn user base is made of students, entry-level professionals, and entrepreneurs. Because of this, it is a good idea to create content where you focus on career growth. You can produce content where you give advice about how to get started in your industry. What are the essential skills needed by your workforce? How has your industry changed? And what are the new requirements for people that are just getting started? Push native articles through posts. You can share your article through a newsfeed post to increase your reach. You simply have to drop your article's link on a new post, to add a line to describe the content in the article, and use hashtags to make it more discoverable.